Hey everybody, thanks for watching the live stream. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get all the notifications of our live streams and our videos posted just about daily.
What's up, guys? J.R. Raymond back again, coming to you from Shopmakers Pro Shop in Toledo, Ohio. Where today you just saw a video, maybe you didn't just see it, I don't know when I posted it, but we took some of those pin down layouts and threw them on the lane that after the urethane went down the lane. So we saw a little bit of a different type of ball reaction than what we normally see on a fresh. So now we're going to take the pin up balls that we drilled and we're going to look at them after the urethane and after those 4 balls went down the lane. Now we see a little bit of transition. How are the pin up balls going to react? We're going to take a look at it out here in a minute, so stay tuned. All right, so we're going to look at the trend, the parallax, the pin-up afterburner, and the volatility torque. And we're going to see how they react compared to these other pin-down bowling balls. Now, this is where you might start to see a little bit more of a difference in where the layouts and stuff take place, because now the transition is there. The pin-down layout will start to smooth out the transition, and the pin-up layouts are going to be a little bit more responsive. So I wouldn't be surprised if when I start in this 13-14 range that just about all of these bowling balls overreact and don't get to the pocket like 3 of the other 4 did. I tried to get there, but you can see again, still just a little bit too responsive there. So if I switch now, throw the parallax, see if the parallax will hold its line there. Maybe. We'll see. Let's find out. Yeah, that one tried to. That one was a little bit better. It didn't get as far right as what the trend did, but that one laid off in that spot because it's already, like we knew in the review, we already knew that ball was, fairly smooth compared to the rest of them. For a shiny ball, it's a rather smooth bowling ball. So the parallax looks good there still. Now, a ball I know is going to overreact from there. Volatility torque. Let's see what it does. Oh, it's way left. See, I missed left into the oil, and it still didn't sit there. Had no chance. But that ball, that's just crazy strong. That ball is ridiculously strong compared to all the other bowling balls on the rack. So this one might have a chance. The afterburner might have a chance. Lower diff. See if it gets there. Yeah, so that one's just super clean. So that's going to be a good play. So that one is like a step, super weak step from, the pin down stuff. So the last one, actually that was the last one. So now let's start going. We'll make that jump left like we did with the other ones. And see if any of these will strike in the middle of the lane or if they're going to be lazy. So this is that afterburner. See, and that's the difference. The pin down stuff didn't jerk like that. This one really tried to come off the dry really hard. So let's see if any of them get to that spot and actually strike. That was the weaker of the bunch. So that was that afterburner. Now let's go to the trend. See if the trend will lay off in that spot. It's left. But that one actually sat there and did a good job. A little bit left of where the afterburner went, but that's okay. So not as, a little bit higher diff, a little bit more flare, maybe used up a pinch of energy in the middle to blend out that middle again, but let's try it again. I'm gonna make sure I get this one to the right like the afterburner was. Yeah, see again, so that one got to the right like the afterburner, but you could see it use up just a little bit of energy. You could see it read just a little sooner, whereas the afterburner basically didn't read until it got to the end of the pattern, and it just, somebody kicked it left. So that's the difference between a stronger cover and core versus the weaker cover and core. So now we'll go to the Parallax, which if everything I know about this ball is true, this one should get there, but it might flat top. Missed way right. Missed way right, so it made it overreact and got back through the pins, but that was, hey, that was a good reaction still. That was still a really good ball reaction. You know what this kind of reminds me of now that I'm really thinking about it? This reminds me of anybody that follows me or has followed me for a while knew how much I like that Statement Pearl, that green silverish ball. It was a real lopey, shiny ball that let me go around the lane but didn't overreact. That's kind of what this reminds me of. So I'm going to try this again, see if I can throw a little bit better shot. Not as far to the right. It's better. Yeah, so that just picks up the middle of the lane perfect. I don't know. As much as I keep saying this ball's lazy and all that, Keith and I were talking. He's like, well, you mean that ball that kept striking? I'm like, yeah, it just looks so lazy. It looks bad, but it strikes forever. So it's kind of crazy to me. So that's going to be probably a ball I use more than I think. All right, so last few shots. Let's go to the volatility. I don't expect this one to be able to hold its line. It's just so strong. I don't expect this one to hit the top. Yeah, just so strong. Now it's going to force me to go left. So it's going to be that higher volume pin-up ball. Or when I start to see over-under in the middle of the lane, I can start to shut my angles down and know that this cover and core is going to be a little bit stronger, or going to be strong enough to get through the pins. So from there, last shot, I'm going to go 3 and 2 left. Get it into the oil and just watch this thing pick up. I got a little bit grabby with that, but it still did exactly what I was talking about. Still picked up, went through the pins. All right, there you go. So you see the difference between the pin up versus the pin down on a little bit of transition after urethane. You can definitely see how much stronger down lane a lot of the pin up stuff was. Parallax was a surpriser. I was really shocked at how well that ball read the middle of the lane and still went through the pins down lane. No surprise in the afterburner. You know it's a clean, super clean bowling ball, low diff. It's going to kick down lane. Trend, another one that looked really good, read the middle of the lane, blended it just well enough to go through the pins. So and then obviously you know what you get out of that volatility torque. Super strong mid lane and down lane motion, forces you to kind of shut your angles down on some volume. But if you're looking for something like that, that's definitely the ball to go to. Like, you know what the volatility gave you. This is the same thing, just a little bit cleaner, a little bit stronger down lane. So anyway, that's all I got for you. Make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment and like below. And until next time, guys, I'm out of here. We'll see you. What's up, guys? J.R. Raymond back again, coming to you from Shopmakers Pro Shop here in Toledo, Ohio, in New Glass Bowl. And today, I got one of them new swag balls. It's actually their version, I think, don't quote me, but I think it's their version of the Purple Hammer. It looks just like a Purple Hammer. I can't tell the difference looks-wise as far as the color scheme, the pearl that goes through it. You can see they look very similar. At least to my eye, that's what they look like. But today we're going to take those out on the lane. We're going to compare the two a little bit. So we're going to throw the swag, and I'm going to throw in the Purple Hammer a little bit with it towards the end. So pay attention to that and see if we can really see a difference out of these two urethane balls. So we're going to be out here on a 44-foot league pattern here in a second. Stay tuned.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the live stream. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get all the notifications of our live streams and our videos posted just about daily.
All right, here we go. We're going to take this Big Bro Burn Up by Swag. I'll throw some shots on it. It's got that, so this is, it's an asymmetric urethane. So it flares quite a bit with this layout. It's 55 by 4.5 by 85. Same as some of those other pin down balls that you saw. But I'm going to start in that 13, 14 range, move my way left, and then some back right eventually. Yeah, so there's that flat 10 when you keep it there in the oil, which is, I mean, fairly typical for a urethane ball. So I'm going to stay right there. And I'm going to move my eyes a couple to the right, see what happens if I throw it into the dry. See if it overhooks, underhooks, what's it going to do? Let's find out. A little bit of underhook. You can see it pick up sooner for sure. So it's definitely got that traditional urethane look, which is a good thing. I wonder if I might be able to just kind of slow it down to get it to come around the corner a little bit more. Let's try. Let's find out. Yep. Yeah, so that gets it to pick up just a little heavier. Almost too heavy there. So we're going to start moving left and see, what it can do as we go left. I'm going to go 3 and 1 left. Keep it slow. Keep it going through the pins. That was pretty good. But I can already tell as far as comparing it to, like a Purple Hammer. Purple Hammer already I can see, I haven't even thrown it yet, but I can tell you that Purple Hammer has a little bit more pickup down lane. So this might actually be a good, step down from a Purple Hammer. Gives you the same, in my opinion, the same motion in the middle, in the front part of the lane, but a little bit less down lane. So as you go straighter up the lane with the Big Bro, it'll be good. And then as you get forced left, I think you can go to the Purple Hammer. But I'm going to continue to go left just because we want to be able to see if the Big Bro will get around it. That went off my ankle and threw it dead right. So threw it dead right off my ankle and it hooked. So that's a good sign. Kids are having a lot of fun bowling today. Being noisy. All right, let's try that again. Go back around the lane. Let's try not to hit my ankle. Yeah, very lazy down lane in that middle, in the oil. Which again, that's what it's supposed to do. That's what a urethane ball is supposed to look like. So anybody looking for a urethane ball, this has got the traditional urethane look. So I'm going to bounce back right away and show you that I can even move right with this. It should lay off and give you that Nice down and in reaction. Ooh. Like that, but with awful balance. But it was still okay as far as shot goes. So I'm going to keep going right, and you'll be able to watch that this ball can play that dry part of the lane better than a reactive ball. All right, here we go. Yeah, so it just kind of rolls off that dry. Now, if I really want to, I can manipulate that a little bit, tweak my hand to get it to get to the pocket and do the right thing. Now we'll try it again. Get it to do the right thing straight up the dry boards. So for those of you that like to do that like to play the dry boards, another good option for you here. So now I'm going to go way left and see if we can get the ball to go through the pins. Hooking it. Again, not a typical thing you're going to do with a urethane ball. Really not even going to do it with a purple hammer very often. Yeah, so that urethane cover, it just wants to read and be smooth the entire way. So it doesn't quite give you any pop down lane. So that's really a good sign. You know, I don't think you're looking for anything like a purple hammer. So I'll throw that purple hammer in that spot. Similar. Might overhook because it doesn't have shots on it. But I'll throw one similar. And this ball should hook. Yeah, so the purple hammer just picks up that much more down lane. I mean, the purple hammer is just an anomaly. Like, it's just such a crazy ball. It lets you do things that no other bowling ball will let you do. It's, in my opinion, there's no way it's just a traditional urethane. It can't be. Because it hooks down lane like no urethane I've ever seen. But, I mean, I'll go even further left with the purple hammer, see if I can get it to flat 10 or get it to not read the right part of the lane. Yeah, even that still wants to read. If I throw the swag there, let's see what happens. I don't want a urethane ball. I should never have to play the lanes like this. That's the thing. So I should never need a urethane ball to do this. But let's just look and see what the old big bro burn up is going to do from that part of the lane. Oh, bad shot. Bad shot. But still struck. Still find a way to struck. Now here's the big difference. Now I'm going to take the purple hammer and throw it further right. Holy cow. Apparently the lanes are dirty. I just got my shirt destroyed by this ball. So I'm going to take this purple ball, purple hammer, and go back to where I was playing straight with the big bro. Let's see what the purple hammer does. Yeah, see? That's the difference between a true urethane, or what I see out of true urethane, versus something like the purple hammer. So the purple hammer, in my opinion, isn't very good for, the low volume pattern. The super low volume pattern that wants you to go straight. So now it's got more oil in it. Let's try it again. Let's see how much it overhooks now from that spot. Yeah, see, still. So I'm missing the head pin left where I was able to strike with the big bro. That, to me, isn't a true urethane motion. So I'm going to go back to the Big Bro and show you in that same area. I should be able to get back to the pocket. See? Now that is true urethane motion, where it reads and it just lays off and kind of backs up a little bit. And it gives you that straighter type of look. All right, there you go. So there's that Big Bro burn up. So you can see a major difference between something like that, which is more of a true urethane, versus something like a Purple Hammer, which has got whatever it's got in it that makes it hook so much more than any other ball. It's crazy. I don't understand. I can't even explain what a Purple Hammer is versus anything else. I don't know how to explain it. There is no way to explain it other than to say, I don't believe that it's actually urethane. There's no way. It doesn't react like it. When you watch something like the Big Bro that allows you to get into that super dirty dry, watch it hook and then just lay off and allows you to play straighter, that to me is more urethane. The Black Hammer that Hammer came out with a while back, that was more urethane. I don't know what they did with this Purple Hammer. I'm glad they did it because it's so unique and it comes into play in very tough conditions on certain conditions where you can stand a little bit further left and still get the ball to go through the pins, where a traditional urethane ball doesn't let you do that. It doesn't let you, stand left and still get the ball through the pins from the, middle part of the lane or just left of 10. Whereas like a Big Bro, perfect for playing straighter, perfect for, jamming that track area, not trying to do too much ball motion wise. So I like the Big Bro. I think it's going to be a good, solid piece. Any of the amateur events that I bowl, I'm going to take it with me this weekend, just in case we bowl on something that is required for a weaker urethane like that. Even though it is asymmetrical, it does still give you that pure urethane look. So I'm going to go take mine with me. Make sure to head over to BowlerX.com, get yours today. And when you do, make sure to head over to Keith's at Shopmakers Pro Shop here in Toledo or Champions Pro Shop over at Southwick. Get them drilled up over there. And if you mention one of the videos, he may even give you a discount. I don't know. Haven't quite fully figured that out yet, but he just might. So this is a little bit of a teaser. We'll see if he comes up with something. If he does, I'll let you know. But for now, make sure to head over to BowlerX.com, get yours today. And until next time, I'm out of here, guys. We'll see you later. What's up, guys? J.R. Raymond back again, coming to you from Shopmakers Pro Shop here in Toledo, Ohio. And again, I'm going to bring you some videos, some comparison videos. I just did some video with some urethane balls going down the lane, that swag, that Big Bro burn up, and the Purple Hammer. Kind of compared them a little bit. Saw a big difference between the two bowling balls, and you saw how you can use both of them in different situations. So that was good. But now we've got some urethane play on the lane. So now I'm going to take some of the different layouts from the other bowling balls and see how they react on the beat up conditions here in a minute. So stay tuned.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the live stream. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get all the notifications of our live streams and our videos posted just about daily.
All right, let's start with some solid bowling balls. Kind of want to see how reactions change based on seeing all that urethane go down the lane. So I'm going to take the aspect and I'm going to throw some shots, see if the lane's changed a bunch and how it's changed the ball reaction for these bowling balls. So I'm going to start in that same spot, 15, 16, 17, or I'm sorry, 13, 14 area and see what happens. See how much delay there is there? So all that delay caused by the urethane going down lane, because you watched the original shots before, you didn't see that. So now you could see, how urethane causes ball reaction to change over time and overuse. So I'm going to move a few left, go like 3 and 1 left, and see if this ball hooks at all. Yeah. So that's where you see the problem. So now you see the urethane issue there. I move a little bit left and the ball doesn't quite want to, stay there. The ball doesn't want to get to the pocket. I go back to that right where I was at 13, 14 and the ball doesn't hook. So what are we going to do? We kind of have to go around the lane to get some ball reaction out of it. Have to go around that urethane play. So I'm going to go 5 more left and see if I can't play the middle of the lane here. Yeah, so I still have a little bit of overreaction there, but at least now that ball reaction is a little bit better. Let's see what the IQ Tour Nano Pearl does from that spot. Another solid piece, the same layout. No, I shouldn't say solid piece. I didn't mean like solid cover. I mean solid, good ball. All right, so that same spot-ish. Weaker ball overall. So the IQ Tour picks up nicely. So the aspect was a little too strong for that spot. Now let's see what happens if I move right with the IQ Tour Pearl Nano going to the right. Back to that 13, 14 range. Where the aspect didn't hook. Let's see if this one does. Yeah, this one does. So the pearlized cover, the more responsive cover, seems to pick up off of the urethane spots a little bit better. Okay, so now let's go back to the aspect. Maybe that was just a fluke in that 13, 14 range. See if I can get this one to read there. That's better. A little better. Maybe it was a fluke. I don't know. So that did a good job dealing with the urethane carry down. We'll move a few more left again. See if I can throw it to the right a little bit. There we go. There we go. All right, let's try something different. Let's see what the pin down afterburner does at that 13, 14 range. Same layout as the other two. That one looked good too. Man. So that must have just been a fluke from the aspect. I was a little surprised that it didn't hook. So I just kind of hang there. Maybe I just caught just the wrong board or something. I don't know. So I'll move some left. Let's go to that deeper part of the lane. Throw it a little bit to the right. See what happens. I got a little lazy there, but still got the 10 out, so that's good. All right, and I had one more ball that was that pin down layout. Let's take a look at the Revival, Honey Badger Revival. Back to that 13, 14 area. Woo, shiny cover. Big, strong hybrid picked up. So we had the other three were good in that spot. This one picked up a little sooner and went. I'm going to go back to that big far left area. Not big, but that area that was striking for the other balls, the lazy spot for the afterburner. That one got lazy in there too. So maybe that's the issue, is going left to right into that spot is where it starts to get a little bit lazy, and you need to grab, you know, some of the, maybe the weaker cover stuff to make sure it responds off of it. I don't know. I'm going to try one more thing here and try to get my hand around it in the right spot. I'm going to go a couple left off of that flat 10. I'm going to try to get around it just a little bit more. Oh boy. Yeah, she really picked up there. So anyway, so there you can kind of see the difference between, now those were the 4 bowling balls with that same pin down layout. You could see the difference between them after you saw some urethane go down the lane. Didn't see a ton of change. Maybe in the middle part of the lane you saw a little bit. The aspect, the first shot was a little iffy, but after that, they all still looked pretty good. So they picked up the right part of the lane, still went through the pins. The Honey Badger just overhooked overall on all the parts of the lane. So I'm guessing that's just a much stronger ball than these ones as far as overall friction reaction. But that's all I got for you today. Any of these 4 bowling balls, make sure to head over to BowlerX.com, get yours today. And until next time, guys, I'm out of here. We'll see you later.
Hey everyone, JR Raymond back again with BowlerX.com here. And we're talking about something super exciting today. We've now transitioned the BowlerX website to offer virtual lessons. And here's the exciting thing. It's not just me giving you virtual lessons. You get to have Krista Sant as an instructor if you choose as well. And not only that, we're bringing in special guests from some of our PBA staff like EJ Tackett to where they're going to give you a quick tip, and then we will analyze and go into detail on those tips and things that they see as well, and then make videos for you to be able to see your own self, break them down, and make it to where you can make the best improvements to your game. With an example of one of the clips he would use in order to give you a tip on a virtual lesson.
Hey John, EJ Tackett here. I think you do a lot of things great. But one thing I'd like to see you do a little bit better is work the inside part of the ball a little bit more. Just get a little bit stronger with it. Good luck and have a bunch of fun out there.
So it's going to be pretty cool. You're going to be able to see these guys and these gals come and give you a little bit of advice. And then we're going to take that advice and break it down a little bit further for you into detail. Now, you'll have 2 options. You'll either be able to just send in a video, and we'll just send you a remade video that breaks down and gives you our voice, and you can see us breaking the video down for you, showing you exactly what you need to do to better your game. Or you can pick a time slot, and you can get on a live Zoom call with us with that video, and we can go over the video with you live as well. So that's one of the cool changes we're doing over at BowlerX.com. You're going to want to look at the calendar. We'll have a calendar available for you and updated to where you'll be able to see time slots that you can choose, or just be able to get a hold of me at jr@BowlerX.com for any questions regarding this. And also you could probably get a hold of Lee or Krista over at ProShop@BowlerX.com as well. Any questions can be directed to either or, and we'll be able to let you know exactly what's going on. So remember, all you need to do is you need to have a small tripod, just something cheap. You can get them at Walmart for like 12 or 13 bucks, or you can get one of those stands from Amazon.com that clips onto things, and it's bendy and it just clips onto a table or a chair. Whichever way you want to do it, just something to hold a phone, a camera, an iPad, anything that you're going to use to record the video of yourself throwing shots. That's all you need. So for anybody that was getting virtual lessons from me over on Patreon, we're no longer doing those over there. So we're moving everything, the whole platform over to BowlerX.com, to where you have the ability to buy all your bowling balls, all your goods, all your needs, and get virtual lessons on top of it. So not only are you going to get better with the equipment that you're getting from BowlerX.com, you're going to get better with the advice and the instruction that you get from the staffers and from us over at BowlerX.com as well.
What's up, guys? J.R. Raymond back again, coming to you from Shopmakers Pro Shop here in Toledo, Ohio. As usual, as of now, it seems to be my home until we can figure out what the heck's going on in Michigan, but it doesn't seem like there's going to be much going on there, although there's like 120 centers are now put a lawsuit against our governor, Governor Whitmer, to figure out if we can't get some centers to open, because I don't believe there's a reason why we can't safely open by now, but I don't know. I guess she's the boss. We'll see what happens. Anybody that follows me on social media knows exactly how I feel about it. I'm not going to tell you about that right now, but you know. But anyway, so we're here to, we're going to do the review for the Honey Badger Revival. That gold and purplish ball, pretty ugly ball again, but we'll see if it rolls good. Most times the ugly balls, like you saw with the Aspect, that was a pretty ugly ball. Man, did that thing roll good. I was pretty excited to see that thing go down the lane. So now let's hope we get the same results out of this Honey Badger. We're going to take it out here on a 44-foot league pattern, just the same as the rest of them here in a minute. So stay tuned. All right, here we go. So we've got the Revival here. Let's see what it gives us different compared to all those other ones. We're going to start in that same range, 13, 14 range, see what it got. Should be cleaner. Oh, get that 9 out. Let's go. All right, yeah, that was a pretty good shot, 14-7, which is pretty typical. Usually it's 14-7s, you know, 13-6 is generally where that first shot lines up. So, and you saw how much cleaner this was. The Aspect, you know, did not make it there. The Aspect overhooked, did not quite make the pocket. I had to move a bunch left right away. We're going to do the same thing. Let's move 5 left and see if we can't still get it to go through the pins. Missed right, but it should sit there. Oh, just kidding. Maybe it won't. I thought it would. So it got to the same spot down lane, so the shiny cover really made it pick up. But I guess I should have showed you. This is that same pin down layout. So this is the 55 by 4.5 by 85. So it gets that pin, you know, right next to my center of my palm, basically. Gives me that sweet, smoother reaction. We'll go full more left here. So we're going to get into that left range pretty quick. I tried to stone 9 the first shot. It did stone 9 there. So it's definitely got some good down lane reaction. Definitely going through the pins super hard. So this might be similar. I know I can already tell it's quite a bit cleaner than the Volatility Torque was. So maybe we'll compare it to that here in a minute. I'll grab that ball out and we'll throw it a little bit. So I'm going to go 2 more left. Try to keep my eyes near the same area. See if we can't get the 9 out. Wasn't the greatest shot, but definitely got the 9 out. That's all that matters. I went 2 more left and missed 2 more left. So I guess maybe that was the right move. Because that was, what, 2 and 2 left right there, right? Went from 21-7 to 22 to, or 20-7 to 22-9. All right, here we go. Let's see what this one does at the back part of the lane. Man, look at that thing just drive through the pins. This is incredible. I tell you what, I know I keep saying this, but the 900 Global stuff that just came out is different. It's so different in a good way, you know, in a really good way. It's got that cleanliness and that drive down lane that we're looking for. I don't know, a few more left here. See, this one's going to be that ball that's going to allow me to get a little bit slower and go around the lane. So I won't feel like I have to throw it hard to get it to the pocket. I'm going to be able to just kind of stay smooth and just throw it and roll it to the spot and not feel like I have to throw it to the spot because it's so strong down lane. So I'm going to, well, let's get to that 24 range. We're already left pretty good. We're going to get to that 24, 23, 24 now. Wow. I got that one a little bit further right because I moved my feet to the right. But now I bet you this volatility is going to be crazy strong compared to it. I'm going to throw the volatility now in that similar area. I feel like the volatility has to hook more. It just has to. Yep. It didn't even want to get to 7. I mean, it was a board to the right too. But then you see it was a board to the right, but a board to the left at the same time. Board to the left down lane because it's that much stronger. So for those of you that doubted whether this ball was strong or not, that gives you the truth. That shot right there shows you that this thing is stronger. So now I got to go just a few more left, shut my angle down into the oil to get the volatility to stay there. There you go. So that 25 to 9 range. You notice the board boxes are doing a lot better today. They're pretty much spot on today because I took the time to calibrate them properly. So anybody that was like, oh, these board boxes suck, they don't read properly, that was my fault. That's because I didn't do it right. I got impatient. I was just trying to make it happen so I could get the videos going right away. I didn't have a whole lot of time. But now they're set up right, and you can see they're pretty much spot on now. So now I'm going to try to throw this honey badger in the same spot as I just did with that volatility and see what the difference is. Yeah, so that actually, you could see, from at least I could see, that it was that much cleaner in the middle part of the lane. So, and I threw that one quite a bit slower too. I think it was my subconscious saying, oh, this ball doesn't hook as much, make sure you throw it slower. So I got it to hook. So let me see if I can pick my speed up a little bit and get a ball to, get it to do what the volatility did or whatever. Oh, missed left. Sit there. Oh, no way the volatility sits from right there. No chance. No chance. All right, let's move back right. Even though that was a bad shot, still gives you an idea that it can kick enough down lane. I missed that far left. Didn't even get to 9 like it's supposed to, and it still sat there and struck. All right, shiny cover. Now this one, I would think it would overreact in that same spot. The aspect sat there because it blended it out. Same layout as the aspect. Let's see if it blends it out or if it's going to overreact from there. Oh, it blended it out. That was pretty good. Yeah, so that cleaner cover. It didn't so this is going to be, I kind of want to throw, let's take a look at that Parallax now. Remember that Parallax kind of bailed from right there? Let's take a look at the Parallax from that spot. Will the Parallax bail? Or will it do what it just did there? Oh, the Parallax actually even picked up a little bit from there. Now it is a different day, so the Parallax could react a little bit different. So now I'm going to do a video that's going to show you some of these other balls on some of the beat up patterns now. All right, there you go. So that's the Honey Badger revived. So you're going to be able to see now all of these bowling balls that had that same layout. Go back and watch them. Maybe I'll do a video throwing them all together, kind of comparing them all together, and the same thing with the pinup ones. I'm going to do a couple other videos you're going to see over the next few days. And kind of pay attention to those. And I really do appreciate you guys watching and coming out. I know a lot of people seem to really like these types of videos, so I'm going to continue to do them this way. If you have suggestions, let me know. I'll try to make some changes based on what most people want to see. But for today, that's the Honey Badger Revival. Make sure to get yours at BowlerX.com and come in here to Shopmakers, get them drilled up. And until next time, guys, I'm out of here. We'll see you later. What's up, guys? J.R. Raymond back again, coming to you from Shopmakers Pro Shop here in Toledo, Ohio, where we're going to take that trend and the Parallax, and we're going to kind of compare them a little bit. We're going to throw some shots at that 13, 14 range. We're going to move about 5 and 5 left or whatever it ends up being, try to get to that 20, 19, 20 range. And then we're going to move even further left. We're going to try to get to that fifth arrow, get to that 24, 25 range, see what the difference is between these three balls. So you can see 3 different zones, and we'll bounce back right and go up that 10 range. So you can see all 4 zones, what the difference between these 2 balls are out on the 44-foot league pattern. So here we go. Stay tuned. All right, here we go. So we're going to take, and I'm going to compare the Parallax to the trend. So we're going to start that 15, 13, 14 range to see what we got different. That was 14 and 9. I missed a little bit left, but that's okay. So now we can take a look at the trend. I don't think the trend is going to stay and strike from that area. But let's find out. Yeah, same thing. So it went high. So you can definitely see the difference between the two as far as playing this portion of the lane. You can see the overreaction or the stronger reaction down lane from the trend versus the Parallax. Those were in a similar spot. So let's go back to the Parallax now, and we're going to move 5 left. Now let's move. We're going to move further than that because we're going to try to go from that 13, 14 to that 19, 20 range. See what happens here. That one actually, surprisingly, it looked like it hooked twice. It looked like it picked up in the middle part of the lane, and then it tried to hook again down lane. So let's see what the trend does different from that spot. Assuming I throw it somewhat similar. That was a little bit further left. Man, much stronger though. Much stronger. It's kind of crazy. And now we are bowling on, some lanes that have been used a little bit. I did those other 4 reviews, and so now we're doing these ones on top of it. So this probably has, this probably has 4 or 5 full games on it now. So, okay, so now let's go see what the difference is at 25-ish, 24, 25. So the Parallax really blends that spot out. I got 24 to 9, blended it out pretty good. Did not go crazy down lane. We know that from the other video. And this trend should just be a little bit stronger down lane overall. Oh, geez, that was awful. Oh, goodness. That one just didn't come off my hand the right way. Let's try that again. That was 2 and 2 left, or 1 at the arrows, 2 at the break point. And it still sat there in stone 9, so that's good news. Let's try and throw in a little better. Did it again. That one actually struck from there. It's almost like I know this one's stronger, so I'm trying to keep it in the oil longer. Try again, one more time. One more time here. That's better. Yeah, so there you can see the difference. So there you can watch and see the ball actually go through the pins much stronger than what the Parallax did. Parallax blended that a little bit. So now let's take a look straight. There's the Parallax going straighter at that 9-10 range. Or 11 to 8. Didn't want to sit there. And again, I got a bunch of shots in this spot now. Probably a good dozen or 15 shots in this part of the lane again. So you're seeing a little bit of overreaction. Whereas in the actual reviews, you saw them a little bit differently. So now you can see, once you get some play, how they react a little bit different. I'll try this again, but with the trend. Yeah, that one you watch it much stronger down lane than what that was. All right, so nothing fancy there, but you do get to see the difference between that Parallax and the trend. So you can make sure to make your decisions based on, what you see. You see one ball be a little bit smoother than the other. Even though they're both shiny, that doesn't mean they're both going to be whippy down lane. So that Parallax you can see is quite a bit smoother, a little bit more rolly, and then the same layout with the trend is the exact opposite. It's cleaner, stronger down lane. So hopefully this helps you make a little bit of a difference, or make a little bit of a choice between these two balls, or maybe you want to get both. Who knows? But make sure you head over to BowlerX.com, get yours today. And until next time, guys, I'm out of here. We'll see you later.
They say bowling is a dying sport. A dying sport.
I disagree. I disagree.
BowlerX.com for the love of bowling.
What's up, guys? J.R. Riemann back again, coming to you from Shopmakers Pro Shop here in Toledo, Ohio, where today we're going to do a little bit of a comparison. We're going to try and compare something like, let's do the Aspect compared to the IQ Tour Nano Pearl. We're going to take a look at those. They have the same layout, so let's see if they're any different from each other based on what you see out here on the lanes. We're going to play the different zones again, and you're going to see the different zones and what ball does the different things in those different zones. And there's been some shots on this pair, so we're definitely going to see a little bit of a difference there. But make sure to head over to BowlerX.com. You'll be able to get either one of them today. But here we go, 44-foot league pattern. Let's take a look. Stay tuned.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the live stream. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get all the notifications of our live streams and our videos posted just about daily.
All right, let's start with the IQ Tour. Let's get it in that 13-14 range. See what it looks like. Should be about 13 or 14 to about 7 or 8. We'll see where it goes. Whoop. 13 to 7. There you go. That sat there and struck. That was pretty cool. I feel like I missed right a little bit, but I don't know. Good bowling ball made me look better. All All right, now we're going to go to the aspect, see what it gives me different. I already know how it's different, but we're going to visually show you how it's different. Same area, 13-7. Look how much stronger that thing is. So shoot, I don't even have to do the rest of the video. You pretty much get an idea there, but I'm going to show you the other parts of the lane anyway. 13-7, both shots. You see one over hook, one didn't. Lower diff versus higher diff. You don't need this. It's sunscreen. What? Every time we come in here, you want sunscreen. Oh, you don't need sunscreen right now, buddy. You're inside. All right, here we go. Back to the IQ Tour. This is the Nano Pearl, remember? So now we're going to get into that 1920 range. So that was quite strong. I'm shocked. So a lot of bowling balls gone down the lanes on this pattern, already on this lane. Did all my last couple of videos here, so you're going to see some difference in ball reaction now. Now I'm going to throw that aspect in that same spot. This is the part where, even though it overreacted playing straighter, this is where it should actually blend that part of the pattern out and look better than the IQ Tour in this area. Yeah, see? So that's the difference. Even though that looked, showed that it got to the right, I think it's just a little bit stronger cover, blends it out just a little bit better in that spot. And because I got a steeper angle, it blends it and gets back to the pocket, slows down. Whereas the little bit weaker differential, weaker cover gets you a little bit stronger reaction down lane through that angle, and it ends up going a little bit higher. So that's why I'm saying that's where you really need to pay attention. This is a good learning tool here. Just because it's a weaker ball, that doesn't mean it's going to, be a weaker reaction in certain parts of the lane. So you got to pay attention. Sometimes those stronger covers blend it better and give you a better look. All right, so now I got to move that zone to the left again, get to that 24, 25 range. Okay, now again, now we're going into a different zone, and this is where the weaker cover will probably come into better play because it stores the energy and it will get through the pins a little bit better. Whereas the solid cover, the strong cover, probably will not get through the pins very well from there. It might, I'm not sure. I think the aspect, if I remember correctly, the aspect did pretty well on that part, in this part of the lane, but it was a little bit lazy. So let's see what it does. Yeah, I missed a little bit left, but still went through the pins. So you see a little bit of a difference there. This was definitely more rounded. Let me move my eyes a little bit to the right and see what this aspect does in that spot. I get it further right like the other one did. All right, get a little bit further right. See how it looks. Yeah, so that there is now it overhooks, overreacts. And the IQ Tour looks, a little bit cleaner, a little bit stronger down lane. So I don't know. I mean, you could see a difference in them. Let's see what happens to going straighter now. I mean, you're the judge. I'm just trying to throw it. Wherever it goes, it goes. See what happens. Try to get to that 9-10 range again. Ooh, blended it out a little bit, 9-7. So that looked okay. I mean, I could probably get it to the pocket going like 11-7 or 12-7. Well, let's see if The IQ Tour being cleaner, let's see if it sits there or if it overreacts off the dry compared to that one. I missed left. Yeah, it's still, I had no chance. Even if I would have got it going in the right direction, I had no chance it was going to overreact off that. So let's try, now let's throw a couple more shots real quick. I'm going to try to go to that like 12 to 7-ish area. See what these do a little bit different. Ooh. Yeah, wow. So it overreacts. So the IQ Tour overreacts at that 12 to 6 area. Let's see what the aspect does. Aspect might blend it a little bit better. Let's see. Nope. I mean, it was left off my hand either way, but still had no chance. That was more in the oil. Still had no chance of sitting there. All right, there you go. So that's the IQ Tour Nano Pearl and the Aspect kind of thrown together. You can see a little bit of a difference there, or a big difference in the middle part of the lane. You can see how the Aspect tries to really slow down, blends the entire lane out, whereas the Nano tries to continue down lane, tries to really make some pop in certain parts of the lane, especially going straighter and especially way in. So I think the IQ Tour Nano is probably a little bit more well-versed. I think it's a little bit more versatile. The Aspect is still versatile. I just think it's going to be that stronger versatile. So when I need a little bit more ball than the IQ Tour Nano Pearl, I'm going to go to the Aspect. I'm going to have that, same type of versatility with a stronger ball. I think if you put more volume out, flatter pattern, I think the Aspect looks probably a little bit better. So, but that's just my opinion. I'm not sure 100%. You're the judge. You get to see these shots and you can make a judgment based on what you see, if this is a ball for you or not. So make sure to head over to BowlerX.com, get yours today. Bring them up here to Shopmakers Pro Shop, get them drilled. And until next time, guys, I'm out of here. See you later. What's up, everybody? J.R. Raymond with BowlerX.com here, back again at Shopmakers Pro Shop in Toledo, Ohio, where today I finally have a couple of those new Brunswick and Track and Radical releases. Today I have the Tempo, the Radical Bonus, and then I also have a new release from Legends coming, that Black Pearl Bloody Ocean. But today we're going to take a look at just one of those. We're going to look at that Track Tempo out on a 44-foot leak pattern here in a minute, so stay tuned. All right, here we go. So I've got a Track Tempo. I know it's not exactly the newest release right now, but this was one of them that people were requesting to do a review on. Finally got a hold of it. So we put some holes in it. It's got that pinup that we normally do. This one is 55 by 55 by 5 by 45. So it gives you that same pinup. And if those numbers might be wrong, you might have to go back on some of those old videos to see what the actual layout really is. So, but that's close enough. It's a 5-inch pin above my middle finger. It's a little bit smoother of a pin-up reaction. So we're going to see what we got starting at that 13, 14, 15 range. See what happens. Ooh, super clean, super smooth. Now, I just did a live kind of version of this on my channel, on the J.R. Raymond channel, Life's Traction Control, which I'm trying to do. I'm going to try to do a little bit more often so I can kind of balance it out a little bit. You get the full review over on this channel, on the BowlerX channel. You get a little bit of a sneak peek on some of these balls before the full reviews pop out over on my channel. So, all right, I'm just gonna I'm gonna try and I have to get my hand around it a little bit. Let me see if I can throw a similar shot and get that to pick up just a little bit more. I got it to pick up. There's a board left, which ended up being 2 boards left down lane compared to what it was. So changed my hand just a pinch, and it definitely made it read a little bit sooner. So that's good. So all right, this is all out of box. I didn't change the surface at all. I'm gonna go 3 left. All right. I've got maybe 10 shots on this ball now. And if it's anything like any of the other bowling balls, as I throw more shots, just going to pick up a little bit more down lane. So we'll see if that's holding true. Seems to be happening to a lot more bowling balls lately. The more shots I throw, the better it gets down lane. I'm going to go 2 more left. Bad shot. Pay the price. Bad shot, pay the price. All right. Thought I would be. A week off would do me some good. Guess not. Not very sharp. Better get her going. Got a bowl in a couple of days. Let's try that shot again. Yeah, that one really picked up down lane. All right. So now we can make some adjustments. Now I can just start going left. This ball's already kind of giving me that feel like it doesn't want to be further right. It wants to be further left. The first couple of shots I threw, or that very first shot, kind of bailed on me. Just kind of floated to the right. And every shot after that's kind of, as I strengthened my hand, got to be a little bit more down lane. So I'm going to go 3 more left. I'm just going to make a 3-and-1 here. All right, a little better. I'm going to try and focus on keeping a little bit better posture, a little bit balance at the line today, so that way I don't have to hear everybody complain about me falling off every shot. That's okay. All right, I'm going to go a few more left here. I have to start getting my hand around it a little bit more. Got that one right. Man, I'm telling you right now, anybody, if you go back and watch that live video on my channel, it's the live, testing surfaces with an Intel. That's where I kind of gave you a sneak peek of this. It was smooth down lane. First 3 or 4 shots I threw, the only 3 or 4 shots I threw, it was smooth. It was clean and smooth the entire way. Now I'm getting more shots on it. It's trying to really pick up down lane. So that might be a good thing. Yeah, stronger and stronger every shot I throw. It's crazy. That is crazy. All right, here we go. Let's make this one a little bit better. There's that smoothness. Got into the oil. That one smoothed out on me. So let me see if I can't throw that one again and get it to the dry. I can't move my eyes one right. If I got that one going to the right. Doesn't look like it did, because it just picked up that much more, but it did. I got it there quicker. But it shows 8 down lane still. All right, keep going left. This might be one of those balls that you have to go dead around the lane. Let me get up next to the ball return now. Oh, awful. I went through the pins pretty sweet. It was dead awful off my hand. Just take that tape off the back of my thumb now. I was wearing tape for the first time. My hand was all shrunk. Shouldn't say for the first time, but for the first time in a while. There we go. I might do it. Oh, maybe I'll throw some better shots. So that came off real fast. Meow. Meow. There we go. All right. Keep going. Let me see if I can get to that 25, 26 range. Get into that 25, 26 range. Get it out to that maybe 7 or 8 spot, maybe. We'll see. Over hooks from there. Probably a little slow. That's all right. Let's try it again. See if I can get it a little bit quicker. A little bit quicker. That's going to be right. Into the switch zone. That's pretty good. All right. Let's throw a few more shots. Let's go. Let's do something different. Let's go out and see if we can play 5. Let's see if this ball will overhook like big time. Playing that 5, 6 area. I'm going to stand like right in front of the camera. I'll try to get out of the way. It's pretty sweet. Cleared the front pretty good. All right, we'll go to that 8, 9, 10 and hope for the best. This is to give those people who want to see it go straighter a look. Man, all right. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe I wasn't exactly telling the truth about this ball only wanting to play further in. Maybe it's better playing further right. It's got to play real far right. So you can get between that 5 and 10 range. It might be really good. A shiny cover giving it that little bit cleaner reaction, a little bit smoother reaction off the back of the pattern. And then when I moved in, when it had a little bit of oil in there, and then it got to the dry, that's when it really tried to pick up. So, I mean, that tells me it's going to be a little bit more versatile so that you get it in the oil and it gets to the friction. It's going to go, a little bit stronger down lane. And then when I get to the right and get it to the friction, it blends it out. That's pretty good. So we'll see what happens from here. But that's all I got for you on that ball. Make sure to comment, subscribe, like, do all that fun jazz that you can. And make sure to go over to BowlerX.com and get yours today. There's going to be a link in the description. And until next time, guys, I'm out of here. We'll see you later.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the live stream. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get all the notifications of our live streams and our videos posted just about daily.
They say bowling is a dying sport.
A dying sport.
disagree. I disagree. I disagree. I disagree.
I disagree. I disagree.
I disagree.
I disagree. I disagree.
BowlerX.com for the love of bowling.